Hello, welcome to West Anime Sims. My name is Kelvin and how are you doing? We are back reviewing Riverblossom Hills and we are going to look at all the unoccupied lots in the neighborhood. Now you have missed part 1, which is the occupied lots and also community lots. I have the link down in the description below. So let's check out all 30 unoccupied lots in this neighborhood. So the first lot we're going to look into is 100 Old Farm Road. Alright, this house is a little bit boxy, I would say. A little bit of decorations. The kitchen is not very well equipped, and I like the cut off section here. It could be done better because the wallpaper is a little bit awkward. A diagonal room wall separated to 2 rooms, bathroom at the side, no sink unfortunately. At the back here we have a really interesting swimming pool area. Looks a bit weird for a starter home to have a swimming pool. And also lake, we have nothing over there. Looking from the outside, not really appealing, it's because it's just one big box with a big roof. Okay, generally this lot is not as pleasing as I thought it would have, because it's only have the basics down and it's not presented in a very interesting way. So unfortunately, we will start off with a rating of 6. Our next lot is 102 Firefly Pass. Okay, we also have a lake. So apparently Riverblossom Hills has an affinity of a lake. At least they put in a little bit of water plants there. And we have a little huge bump up to a tree up there with flowers around it. A back deck here also have a tree over here, but it's really weird they have a lane go to the middle, cut off like that. I would rather have the deck all covered up. Looking at the inside, we have a small kitchen to little dining room area as a backdrop room, a living room over here with a small room at this corner. Pretty standard fare. And upstairs they have a balcony at the front corner with a bathroom at the hallway to 2 smaller rooms, and the back one I think would be a closet or another small room. And it leads to another balcony at side over there. Okay, from the outside it looks a little bit better, I would say. Has interesting bump outs and a wraparound porch, though the porch could have been nicely put, and the corner balcony looks a bit weird after I looked at it. There's no windows on one side of the house. Looks pretty weird. Okay, generally I do like the whole layout of the house. Looks not too bad, and it's pretty interesting as an architectural design. So I'm going to give this house an 8. Our next lot is 104 Riverbend Road. Okay, this house is pretty interesting. I would say this house has an octagonal shape with tiki decorations all over, with the wallpaper and also the fridge that matches the colors of the counters, and the dining table with a bookcase over here. It's really weird. And the back yard has the sandy texture area with a little bit of a gardening plot. There's a gate at the back over here and overseeing the lake. Upstairs we have access from the outside and also from the inside. A huge hallway with a single bed room over there. I would put a double bed on the corner, and in front here we have a balcony. And it's a little bit weird, the bathroom actually has a torch as lighting, and we have no sink. Okay, from the outside I do appreciate the whole roofing area and it's giving a little bit taste different. Okay, this house is pretty interesting. I must say they have a pretty nice theme going on. Unfortunately, this looks a little bit out of place compared to the rest of the neighborhood because everything else is more farm-like and this house is more on the tropical tiki style. So I'm going to give this house a 6. Next lot we are going to look into is 111 Vine Street. Okay, I must say this house is a little bit far and a little bit hard to find because it's way off from the main area of the neighborhood. It's after passing the bridge area. But looking from the house, they have really grand entrance with palm trees at the side with a double staircase in the hallway. A really nicely decorated kitchen, I must say, and we have a bathroom that is pretty interesting. That has an access to the back of the house. Really interesting shape of the swimming pool and also a hot tub. And at the back here, we have a huge yard and a large living room area. It's brightly carpeted. And on the other side, on the main hallway area, we have another seating room area with a fireplace. The side and there's a side exit leading to a greenhouse area. Okay, upstairs is a little bit weird for me because around the swimming pool area there's a huge elevated walkway that goes around the swimming pool area, and we can access to the bedrooms over here. A really nicely decorated flooring and walls for the bathroom, but they did furnish the bathrooms. Another 2 small rooms on the other side. Very interesting, they have potted plants at the entrance as well, so it gives a more grander look of the mansion. So from the outside, there is a lot to take in because the architecture style is pretty interesting. They have a mix and match of Moroccan style and also Mediterranean style. So I'm not quite sure what they are, but I must say it is a hacienda style. All in all, it's a pretty great ambitious effort. I can see this house could be a great investment for richer Sims. So I'm going to rate this house a 9. Our next lot is 112 Riverbend Road. Okay, we have a little tiny house. As you walk in, you can see we have a kitchen and dining area already with a really country style. And a bathroom at the front here. And at the back, we have the bedroom, small bedroom, and a gardening plot at the back house. I wish we have a back door access to the house, to the backyard, and fence the backyard around. But this can be improved. Upstairs is a really small hallway. You can put in anything you like, and that's pretty much it. Okay, from the outside, there's a really nice wooden panel style, and I'm surprised they actually did a jerkin head roof, which I actually covered in my roofing tutorial. Okay, an interesting house. I must say it is a pretty nice tiny house for one sim. So I must say this house gives a really creative look. I'm going to give this house an 8. Our next house is 115 Riverbend Road. Okay, we have another tiny house to rate. My first instinct of this kitchen and dining room area is a mismatch of colors all over with pink and green and sometimes yellow. And another questionable wallpaper and another bedroom. The one with the bed looks fine with maroon carpeting with light green wallpaper, but the other room looks pretty weird, themed with blue carpeting, and the bathroom looks fine. From the outside, we have a gardening plot and a lake. This is a feature in the Sims 2 Seasons expansion pack, if you have noticed so far. All in all, a really basic starter home. It's good for you to start off gardening and fishing. Unfortunately, this didn't really excite me, and a lot of questionable designs choices. So I'm going to rate this house a 7. Our next lot is 12500 Huckleberry Lane. Okay, this lot looks pretty interesting, and a lake at that corner over here. Green fencing for the wraparound porch, and as you walk in, there's a wooden tiling, floor tiles with checkered floor with pink kitchen. I would change the flooring to a much more softer pink or white linoleum because it looks a bit jarring to have black and white. I have a small room at the end there with a bathroom in the middle with a bedroom at the corner over there with a pretty interesting carpeting. The upstairs are for show only, and a pretty interesting roofing from the outside. A little bit of a farmhouse style. Okay, this is a step up from many of the other starter homes that we've seen so far, and I pretty like the roofing design, so I'm going to rate this house an 8. Our next lot is 147 Huckleberry Lane. Okay, we have another lot that includes a lake, huge lake at the yard with a little gardening plot at the side here. I must say they actually do terrain paints really neatly. I would say they use floor tiles to cover it up first, and then they spray paint it along the side. Looks like a floor tile. Over here we have a bedrooms, 2 bedrooms at this side. There's a small room in the middle. I think it acts as a closet, or you can have a second bathroom over there. The purple carpeting looks pretty weird, and at the corner over here we have some light blue kitchen and flooring. I would pick different floor tiles and wallpaper for the kitchen. Outside they have a 2-door style, European style kind of a farmhouse build. Looks pretty interesting, and it doesn't stray too far from the American farmhouse style. Okay, I actually kind of dig this house as well. Sure, there are other random choices here and there, but I generally find this not too bad, so I'm going to rate this house an 8. Our next lot is 200 Strawberry Hill. Okay, this is pretty interesting. They are going for a more trailer park style, something like how the Broke family in Pleasant View. They have a grill at the front that is made out of a oil barrel, and at the corner at the end there is a race car style bed for your kids or just for single sim. We have a middle here has a room over here and a bathroom, and some really cheap living room area with flags and a really cheap kitchen side. On the outside, yeah, it's really trailer park style. We also have a gardening plot on the end over there, and also a fruit tree. Okay, another really budget style starter home for a more not so wealthy sims. So if you are into this kind of gameplay, and that's pretty much choice of house, but aesthetically it's a bit so I would give this house a 7. Our next lot is 202 Town Center Road. Okay, this house has a nice landscape in front of the house with flower beds leading to the front door. we have a bedroom in the corner. In the middle, we have a bathroom. At the back, we have the kitchen, and I assume the counter there is for dining. A little corner for a living room area that is sectioned off with hot pink carpeting. At the back there, we have a small greenhouse and nice yard. From the outside, it doesn't look too bad. I would say that the layout is pretty interesting, gives a nice shape of the house. Okay, overall this house looks pretty decent. I think a step up for most of the houses that we've seen so far. Looks pretty cohesive, nothing too awkward or bad about it. So I'm going to rate this house an 8. Our next lot is 22W175 Mountain Pass Road. Okay, this lot numbering is a bit weird, but we're just going to check out the house. Again, we have a lake in front of the house that leads to the front porch, and we have a pretty interesting coloring for the kitchen. I'm not mad at it. The dining room area at this corner, and in the middle we have a living room area and a bathroom which is in wooden floor tiles, and at the end here we have the bedroom. We have only the 4 columns bed and nothing else. From the outside, it's they choose a stone wall texture, giving it a more rustic farmhouse like from the inside, I would say. Okay, generally this house is a little bit boring unfortunately, but the wallpapers and the styling actually saves this house from being a very low score. But unfortunately, I cannot prop this house that high, so I'm going to give this house an 8. Our next lot is 226 Strawberry Hill. Okay, this is a more luxurious house. I would say that we have a really huge bathroom at this corner over here. I would personally shave some of this room off, to give more space to the hallway and the living room area. At the back here, we have a bedroom and we have multi-story windows looking through the hallway. I would assume at the side here, I guess there's a kitchen. I would put a better looking stove, and at the back we have a deck towards the swimming pool area at the backyard, and there's a lake in the middle. Oh, it's a fountain in the middle. That's pretty interesting. A nice looking swimming pool. And the corner over here, there's a pathway that leads to the greenhouse. Actually, stone tile is a bit weird. I would rather have them windy paths would have spray paint. Upstairs, we only have a huge giant hallway with a huge balcony over here. I would section off one corner at the end here as another room, and maybe 2 rooms at least, or the balcony wouldn't need to be this big. Okay, overall this house looks pretty nice. On the outside, the roofing is a little bit weird with a low roofing on the corners over here, and no windows at the bump out area. It looks pretty weird on the front. Okay, overall it looks a pretty cohesive house. There are still some questionable design choices here and there, so I'm going to give this house a 7. Our final lot is 23W182 Mountain Pass Road. Okay, we're ending this review with another not so big house. First off, we have a pretty spacious living area. The corner there we have a kitchen and a green bathroom in the middle, leading to the back area, and a bedroom at the corner. From the outside, we have a little gardening plot at the side. Pretty spacious yard, I must say. Nothing much they put into except a tree at the corner over here. I would put more trees to make it look nicer. Okay, as a startup home, it is a pretty nice looking one, but it is not super interesting, and has way more potential for an upgrade. So yeah, as far as it goes for design we have right now, I'm gonna rate this house a 7. Okay, here are the scores for all the unoccupied lots in Riverblossom Hills. What do you guys think? Please leave me a comment. And generally, personally, I think most of the house here looks pretty good, but not great. And most of it is pretty consistent with the styling of Riverblossom Hills, except a few that makes this neighborhood pretty consistent and a cohesive style. But anyway, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to West Anime Sims for more updates for retro Sims content. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to vote on the community post for which neighborhood you would like me to rate next in The Sims 2, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!